Hey everyone, this is Jane with Barlow Herbal, and if you're watching this, then you're watching an unlisted private video that I wanted to make special for you. Today is March 14th, 2020, and if you're like me and the rest of the world, it's kind of a wild ride out there, and we're all trying to ride the wave and stay safe and not panic and take care of ourselves and our families, and it's a little bit insane. And if you're like me, you've probably not really ever experienced anything on this level. So I wanted to just give you a quick update on what's going on here at Barlow Herbal and make sure that you know that our number one goal is to do whatever we can to take care of you and to take care of your herbal needs because that's what we do and that's what we love to do. This is the first time ever that I can ever remember that we have ever run out of product, especially LDM 100. Now, we haven't run out completely. We still had a bunch of the root that had been dried and cured and was being stored until we were ready to make the next batch. So we sped that up, and we have another sizable batch that's curing and we'll be ready to bottle. And we'll send you an email and let you know when that's ready. It should be ready very shortly. So I would just say to stay patient. We have a bunch more coming. And then we're going to ramp up our efforts in the fall when it's time to harvest the lomatium. And as most of you know, this is something that we go out and we do as a family. And there's not an unlimited supply. So maybe the best thing I can ask of you right now is to just get what you need for yourself and your family because we are going to always be making more. And there's already a generation behind me that's going, my sons, my brother's sons. We take this seriously. This is an amazing family legacy that we have, and we are not going anywhere. So, like I said, get what you need, stay safe, and we are here to take care of you. So just kind of keep an eye on the website, and we'll let you know when it's ready. Now, another thing too, if you've been calling the last couple of days, we have been so overwhelmed that we simply the phone was ringing and we could not answer the phones. I mean, we are a small company. We don't have a huge customer service team. As you know, if you've called us and talked to us, we are the ones who answer the phone. We answer your questions. We take your orders. We do everything we can to help you. And we have simply not been able to handle the sheer volume of those of you that we love so much calling. So I apologize so much for that kind of crazy thing that's happening right now. So the best way to reach out to us is to send us an email, and we are doing our best to keep on top of that. So customer service at barlowherbal.com, and that way we can answer your questions, we can let you know what's going on, we can keep you informed, and also keep an eye on your inbox because I've been a little bit silent because I have rolled up my sleeves seriously and have been in the thick of it with everybody. We've been working evenings, we've been working weekends. I have not had a day off in a month, and I'm not complaining. I'm just saying we have been working so hard behind the scenes for you to do our best to have the kind of customer service that we're used to providing. And we feel like we're really slipping short because that's just not being able to answer the phones and answer emails in a super timely manner is very, very difficult on a company that really prides ourselves in taking the best care that we can for you because that's how we would want to be treated. So send an email. The best thing to do is to read through the catalog that we send you because we know, especially if you're new to us, that you have a lot of questions. And that catalog is 60 pages. And that was put together by me. Years and years of study and dosing and experience have been packed into this booklet. And the goal is for it to answer all of your questions. And I would also encourage you to take a look at some of the videos that are on this YouTube channel because we talk about dosing. We talk about, especially some of the videos I do with Dr. Brandon Nielsen, because the goal is to get information that can empower you. And then what I would suggest is don't overthink it. Try not to second guess everything that every little teeny tiny, is this drop enough? Is this drop too much? There's a certain curve and a certain confidence that you will be able to get when you start using herbal medicine and herbs on this level. But there's got to be a point where you educate yourself. And if something doesn't quite feel right, then don't do it. And wait until you feel more confident. And sometimes that might just be your situation, your family might not need that certain thing that you maybe spend a whole lot of time researching, but you have these little tiny questions. So my first thing that I would really ask of you is to read that booklet cover to cover. Now, if there's some products that you're not interested in, skip over those. But in the beginning, there are frequently asked questions. There's information about Lomatium and the detox rash, and there is so much information in there. Now, here's another thing too. This is one thing that I love, 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 love that I was able to do. I spent 2 years putting together an online course. And part of the thing is I can teach you a certain amount on the YouTube channel. I have to be very careful that I can't make claims. And I'm not a doctor. I can't give you medical advice. And neither can anybody on my team. So the goal is to educate you and empower you. Now, with my online course, I can teach you and give you information that I can't share in a public forum because it's a private online course. And this course is not designed to give you continuing education credits. It's not your typical course. There's about 60 videos that live inside of there, and they're short and they're dense information, and it covers a whole broad range of things: how to dose tinctures, how to make tinctures, how to make salve. I mean, there's a whole bunch of different categories that I know would absolutely empower you. So if there's any type of thought process in your mind about, you saw the course on the website, you saw that it's available in the catalog. If you get the course and you are not happy for any reason, even if you get all the way through everything that I've put in there and you are not happy, you don't feel like you got value, send me an email and I will refund your entire amount. This is something that I want you to get crazy good value from, that you're going to be able to always refer back to. And I'm going to still be adding some stuff in there as things change, and a lot of things with herbal medicine doesn't change. So a lot of these things will always stay totally consistent. But as new information, new ways that I take care of myself and take care of my grandkids and my grown kids and my friends and stuff in my own community, I want to be able to empower you to do the same. And as I grow with this, I want you to be able to do that too. So take a look at that if it's something that's going to interest, that would interest you, and think about it as a possibility. Okay, so I just want to make sure I cover everything here for you. And I'm going to be reaching out more on an email because I want to keep you fully updated. And if you're new to us for the first time and you've had no luck finding Lomatium on our website, our LDM, our Immunity Boost, I am so sorry. This has been a crazy time. And if my dad ever experienced this where he actually ran out, I do not remember that. So this is a first. I think it's a first for all of us. In fact, my oldest son, for a couple more months, he works at Costco. And if you've been to any of the Costco's around the country or anywhere in the world, if everybody's kind of doing the same thing, you know what crazy town it is. So my oldest son, his name is Scott. He's going to be coming aboard and helping us in about 2 months. And I'm super excited about that. So many of you have talked to Brian, and you've also talked to Glenna. Now, Glenna is my son Scott's wife. So she's been with me for 17 years. So a long, long, long time. We have some great longevity, family. There's a lot of love that goes into what we do. In fact, when we pack your order, this is why we still do all of our own fulfillment, because we want to personally hold the product, give the product good love and good energy, and pack it so that it gets to you as safely and quickly as possible. This is super, super important. And this is something that I've made a commitment that this is not something I want to give to a fulfillment company. I want your products to come with love and healing energy, so that not only can the power of the properties of the herbs do their job, but the proper energy gets into these and it gets to you and can give you the results that you and your family are after. That is such an important thing for us. So here's a couple of tips I want to give you before I end this. So we all know that there are some compromised populations, and you might be in that situation. And this is not a time when we make fun of people who are afraid or people who are panicking. This is a time for us to practice human compassion. And if we are healthy and we are strong, go with the flow and give your fellow humans compassion. I know there's a lot of events that have been canceled. There were some things that I was going to be going to even at the end of this month. One event in particular that got canceled. And I'm just giving the situation love, and we're just going with the flow. Now, here's one way to look at this as a perspective. Think about what gets to happen now. We get to kind of hunker in with our families and the people we love. We get to make meals because maybe you're used to eating a lot of your meals out. Maybe you're not used to cooking a lot of your meals for your family. But we get to spend this time with our families and our friends, and we get to be compassionate with other human beings and show service. And, take this as an opportunity to slow your life down. I mean, we're so busy flying everywhere and going to a concert and going to a sporting event. And I'm not saying those things aren't wonderful and fun, but those things that are being canceled, this is an opportunity for us as modern humans, wherever you live on the planet, to take a moment and appreciate the small, gentle things in life that make us human and make us happy and healthy. And this is also a really, really, really good time. I implore you, because this will change your life, to stop watching the news. Stop the blow by blow, because this is going to keep you circulating in this big whirlwind of fear and panic. And, the media loves to talk to us about this because as humans, since humans have been around on the planet, we love to watch the train wreck. We love, and it's not that we necessarily love it, but there's some kind of fascination with a doomsday, with a car wreck. And it's a horrible thing, but we're tuned into it and we're so fascinated by it that that's just part of our nature. So if you disconnect, and not just from the news, but disconnect from social media. I love social media and I love to get on and see what my friends are doing, what people are doing. But I find a time daily to disconnect. Like if I have something to post or I want to check and see what one of my sisters are doing, this is a great way for me to connect. But then I shut it off. 5 o'clock, it's off. And on the weekends, it's a non-entity because I want to be alive. I want to look up at the sky. I want to go out for a walk. I want to be a human that's alive, and I don't want to just be sucked into my technology. So I'd really encourage you to do that. Now, a couple of the things, and these are so awesome and important. Now, if you're like me and what's going on here, where I live in Utah, a lot of the grocery stores are cleaned out, but think about what they're cleaned out of. The packaged food, the canned food, of course, the famous kind of funny toilet paper thing. So you go into any grocery store that, at least that I've seen here in the Salt Lake Valley, and all the produce, all the fruits and vegetables and all the fresh food, it's still there and it's still stocked. And you know what's going to keep you healthy? That food. That food is going to keep your immune system strong. It's going to help you feel good. And that's where you need to be shopping, is on that part of the aisle. And this is a good time if you've been wanting to get rid of processed food, fast food, junk food. This is an absolutely perfect way and a perfect time to really dedicate yourself to the whole habit of eating clean. It's such a vibrant way to live. Get plenty of sleep. That's an important part of keeping your immune system healthy and staying strong. Make sure that you drink a lot of water. Water is going to keep you hydrated, it's going to keep you feeling good, and it's amazing how important it is that we hear about it all the time, and a lot of us simply forget. So water, water, water all day long. If you're a soda drinker, time to stop. Time to stop the soda habit. That is one of those things that's just not good for you. Now, exercise. Many of you might know that I've actually started teaching exercise classes when I was 18. And last year in 2019, I reached my 40 years of teaching. And now I only teach once a week at this point, but exercise is such an important part of the way that makes me feel like I'm an alive human that's taking care of my vascular system, my heart, my circulation, just the way that I feel, the way that I sleep. So if you're in an exercise habit, I would say keep exercising. I went into the gym this morning and taught my class, and the class was not as full as it usually was, but everybody in there was happy and healthy, and exercise is one of the most important things that you can do to keep yourself healthy. And this is something this is not new. It's not new how to stay healthy and how to keep your immune system strong. The problem is when we don't do it. So, recommit. And if you're not an exerciser, get out and start walking. We're going into spring, and this is the most beautiful time of year. And this year is going to be an absolutely amazing, awesome, incredible year. And right now we just need to get through this little bit of a blip that's kind of causing the world to hopefully come together and support each other and love each other. So I hope this has been a little bit of a fill-in. I'm kind of feeling pretty good because I've only done one take, and I appreciate you if you got to the end of this because I'm kind of close it down here. But thank you so much for being there. You have no idea how important you are to us and what we do. And again, I just want to finish with apologizing for not being as available as we usually are. So pipe in with an email, like I said, if you need some questions answered. If you want a catalog of our PDF, a PDF of our catalog attached on an email, just simply ask for it. And many of you already have. We'll send you that. And this is especially great if you're out of the country because we don't send our catalog in with your order if you live out of country because it can get snagged up in customs. So if you're in the US, you're going to always get a catalog with your first order. So if you want a couple extras, please don't hesitate to let us know in the notes section or the comments when you place your order. So I love you. We all love you. Thank you so much for being there. And thank you for being so proactive in the way that you take care of your health. I mean, this is the way humans are designed. We're designed to eat plants and to use herbal medicine. Every indigenous people around the world, and still most of the world's population, we still use herbs and plants and plant medicine to take care of ourselves. I think that the group of us that are these big modern humans, these modern populations, we've moved away from that. And there's a big wave that I see of people coming back, moving back to what's more natural. And then the goal for you is to have confidence in how your body responds when you take care of it this way. So have an amazing day. I'm going to be in touch much sooner than I have been in touch this last few weeks. And again, we thank you for your patience. You guys are awesome and amazing. We love you so dearly. So thanks for being there, and we will talk to you soon.